Hey guys, how you doing? Today I've got my March favourites for you. Haha. March favourites at the end of March? Who would have known? March favourites at the end of March? Unbelievable. Just come from filming an Ashley Benson inspired makeup look. If you want to see how I did my makeup today, I will link the video below. I don't know when it will be going up, but once it's up, I will link it. Oh, the battery's about to run out. Let's just change that. Okay, so my first favourite is my new watch. My watch broke over a year ago. That's a lie. My last watch broke almost a year ago now, and I just haven't bothered to replace it. Watches have become kind of obsolete now that we've got phones on us all the time that tell the time, but the reasons that I got my watch are, number one, because watches are not only watches are not only for telling the time, oh no, they're also for fashion. It's beautiful. Secondly, the ticking on this watch is particularly loud. I don't know about you, but the ticking of a watch is actually very soothing and calming for me. So when I'm in work feeling particularly stressed and I've got this on my wrist, I can just hold it up to my ear, lean on my arm or something, and the ticking is all that I can hear, and it calms me down. This is me at work. Isn't that lovely? Another thing is, at work, I mostly... just struggling to put it on here. If you're in a meeting, you can't really bring your phone in and be looking at it to look at the time. So I use my watch to secretly look at the time in meetings. Just pretend my arm is like on the table here. It's a good point, yeah? I agree. I think we should do it your way. Yeah. So it's very good for sneakily counting down the minutes until lunchtime. I got this watch from Sainsburys and it was £16. It's not the most expensive watch in the world. The only downside about this watch is, because it's not the most expensive watch in the world, it's already kind of falling apart a little bit. The plasticiness is rubbing away where I've been putting it on and taking it off and stuff. Don't worry, I have a solution. I've just painted it with nail varnish and it looks so good. It looks really good. It matches really well. I like it. I don't expect it to last forever. It's good. Moving on. My next favourite that I bought at the same time as my watch is this clip. I can't remember what these are called, if they even have a name, but it's just one of those like grippy, toothy hair clips. I don't even know why I bought this, but these remind me of my mum. She always wears clips like this just to clip back some of her hair, and that is what they're really good for. They're just good for easy updos when your hair's just bothering you all around your neck and you're like, if only I had my hair down and then I could show you some easy updos. Maybe I will do that at the end of the video and insert some clips now. My last favourites, you all know that when I'm trying to go to bed, I tend to not go to bed. Instead, I play games on my phone. Another thing that I've started doing is listening to YouTube videos, and I watch one playlist in particular which is by Sips from Yogscast. Around this time last year he played Grim Fandango Remastered. Sips has a good voice for falling asleep to, I think. I've watched this playlist so many times now that it's familiar enough for me to not pay attention to whilst I'm falling asleep. I don't get distracted by it and then start listening to it rather than falling asleep. And I think I've become reliant on having some sort of noise in the background whilst I fall asleep. The only times that I don't watch this playlist whilst falling asleep is when I'm really, really tired and I know I'm just gonna fall asleep instantly. I've actually watched it so many times now that I can quote word for word quite a lot of the first episode, because that's usually when I'm still awake, and yeah, I've just kind of learnt the first episode off by heart. Hi everybody! Welcome to Grim Fandango Remastered. Oh my god. I don't know if you've been listening to my ramblings recently, or if you've been on Reddit, or anywhere where I've been talking about this. Anyway. So thanks Sips for helping me to fall asleep. The next thing that I have been obsessed with this month is Zoombinis, the game. I don't know if any of you ever played this when you were younger. They've updated it for today's operating systems, and I've got the version for the iPad. It's exactly like it was before. There's only one thing that I've noticed that they've changed, and that's one of the Zoombinis eye options. Basically, if you don't know what Zoombinis is, it's an adventure game where you have this bunch of Zoombinis. You have like, I think it's like 400 Zoombinis, and they need to flee where they're currently living, and they run across lots of dangerous places. The Zoombinis have to journey across different lands which involve different challenges. You have to get the Zoombinis to Zoombiniville so that they can start a new life there, away from the Fleens. Was it the Fleens? There's some evil dudes who have come along and taken over where they're currently living. There's a lot of puzzles in it, and a lot of them revolve around the way that the Zoombinis look, because at the beginning you can customise your Zoombinis, give them different hair, eyes, nose and feet. Sometimes it's not about the Zoombinis, it's about like making a pizza. It's really addictive. If you're thinking about buying it and you played it before but you're not sure if it'll be as good, it definitely is, so I would recommend buying it. And if you haven't played it before and you like puzzles and journeying and things like that, then you should go buy it, because it's really good. It's really, really good. Yeah. Zoombinis are like little blobs of blue tack that you customise. So it's kind of like The Sims, where you create your character, but then kind of like Sudoku, where you have to, where each number has its own place, because each Zoombini has its own place in each puzzle. Yes. But it's also like The Hobbit, because they start in a place which isn't their home, and then they go on a really long, epic, difficult journey to get to their homeland. Yes. It's like The Hobbit, journeying to the homeland. Off you go. Go journey to go buy the app. You can also get it on your computer. Maybe your phone? I don't know. The next thing is so ridiculous, but I have to share it. But let me explain why it's ridiculous. Right, so Kinder Eggs. Not just any Kinder Eggs, the My Little Pony Kinder Eggs. During March, I became a little bit obsessed with these Kinder Eggs, these My Little Pony Kinder Eggs, because I wanted to collect all of the ponies, and that I have done. But at what cost? I don't remember how many eggs I bought in total, but I think I spent about £16 or more on trying to get the full collection of ponies. And it's not even the full collection of ponies, they've only done 4 of the ponies out of 6. Let me try and show you my collection. Oh god. Okay. Hey. The ponies. This is what I was trying to collect. So in the end, it was these 4 ponies, these 4 bits of plastic that I really wanted. I think I have a problem. But it also resulted in getting a bunch of other things that aren't ponies, because I was buying them in these boxes at first. Little did I know there's actually only 1 pony egg inside of there, and the rest of them are just normal Kinder Eggs. But I'm not complaining, because I got to eat the eggs. I have topped off my Kinder Egg obsession this month with getting one of those big Kinder Eggs, you know, the Kinder Easter eggs that they've done this year, with either princesses in them or either Batman or Superman. At one point I was eating 1 Kinder Egg a day just to get these little guys. It's worth it. It was worth it. To get the collection, it was worth it. I'm a child. Moving on. The next thing is quite a normal favourite, I guess, compared to my last favourite. It is this Alpro Almond Dark Chocolate Flavour Milk. Well, it doesn't say milk, but you know, it's basically milk. It is really tasty. It tastes just like chocolate milk. It's not as rich as you'd imagine dark chocolate milk to be. Would you imagine that? It tastes just like chocolate milk, like you'd get from a cow. That's really good, because I'm trying not to drink milk, and milk is one of my favourite things to drink. All the other almond milks that I've tasted, you can taste that it's almondy, but this, it does taste like just normal chocolate milk. The last 2 things on my list are music favourites. They are on my iPod. First of my 2 music favourites, is the band PVRIS, PVRIS. I discovered them on Radio 1 quite a while ago, and I downloaded a couple of their songs, but I never got around to downloading their full album. Then recently, one of my favourite people in the world, Lauren Fodeman, the winner of season 7 of So You Think You Can Dance, she does a thing on YouTube called Freestyle Friday, and she danced to the song Waking Up. I fell in love with it and discovered that they've got an acoustic EP. It's just as good as, it still sounds like their style, but it's just, I don't know, I can't explain it. The second of my music favourites and the last of my overall favourites is David Choi, who is here on YouTube. I discovered him a long time ago and I used to listen to him all the time on YouTube, but only recently I've finally got round to actually buying one of his albums on iTunes. The album is called By My Side, which is also the name of one of the songs on the album. I think when I first really got into David Choi's music is when Wong Fu Productions, who are some filmmakers on YouTube as well, they made an online series called Away We Happened. They used some of David Choi's music in that and I fell in love with it then. My favourite songs from the album are A Dream, Amy Avenue and What Do You Know. Also, This Is Away reminds me of Away We Happened because they used it in the trailer and possibly in the series as well. Now I really want to watch Away We Happened again. It's an amazing series. And anyway, back to the album. In particular, right now, I really love What Do You Know because I'm a big worrier. I'm always worrying about, like, it's gonna sound really morbid, death. Oh, the card's getting full. I've been filming for so long. Yeah, just worrying about death. This is a terrible end to the video. Yeah, I'm always worrying about, like, dying. The song reminds me that no matter how much I worry about life and death, things are gonna happen anyway, and you should just be light-hearted about everything and not take everything so seriously, blah 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 blah, that kind of stuff. Some things can't be prevented by worrying. So yeah, David Choi. So that's everything on my favourites list. We made it to the end of the list. Yes! Hope you enjoyed. If you need some new music, go download PVRIS. Go download David Choi. If you need some milk, get some almond milk. If you need some eggs, get some Kinder Eggs. If you need some Zoombinis, go get those Zoombinis. I hope you had a wonderful March. I hope your April is just as good. I hope you found something you liked in the video. I will see you again in the next video. Bye. Look at that little magpie. Oh, look at the little magpie. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, look at your little... Oh! Amazing.